Hey everyone, welcome back to my Disney advice. Today I am going to be doing a what you should bring to the parks video. Link down below will be my what to not bring to the parks video. I asked a couple friends, I did a little research, and I was really narrowed down this list because really you could bring anything you want if you really wanted to. This is just my suggestions. For me, what I would absolutely bring to the parks and just ideas for yourself if you've never been there, if you're going and you're like, oh, should I bring this? Should I bring this? This is just my personal opinion, advice I've gotten from my friends about what you should definitely bring if you're going. First thing one of my friends recommended to me is have a backpack or a small purse that you can either put on your back or around your shoulders, something to keep your hands free. You never know when you're gonna be like, look what Mickey is doing, and want to just whip out your camera. You don't want to be struggling with a bag when you're holding tons of shopping bags and stuff. You want to definitely have your hands free to give hugs to characters, clap along with the parades and the shows and everything. I would recommend a backpack. That's my personal opinion. For me, a backpack can hold more, but a purse is definitely a good option too. Absolutely necessary if you're going to Disney World. This you cannot forget to bring, ever. Do not ever forget this. And that is a camera. How are you supposed to go to Disney World and then not take a million pictures? I can't imagine not going there and not taking a single picture. I would get home and be devastated that I don't have those memories. Absolutely. Bring a camera. Do not forget. And along with the camera, memory cards and extra batteries. However, an exception, a smartphone. Smartphones these days have incredible camera technology. I am so blown away with how nice the pictures on my iPhone 6 turn out. If you have enough memory to spare, bring just an iPhone to take pictures. If you're staying at a Disney resort, make sure you have your Magic Band with you. I'll probably do a video that gets really deep into all that is on the Magic Band, but literally this carries everything for you. Your pass, photo pass, hotel key, dining plan if you have the dining plan option. These are exclusive for Disney resort guests. So along the lines of that, if you're not staying at a Disney resort, if you're staying off property or you're renting a house or something, make sure you have a wallet with your pass in it. And along the same lines as that, make sure you have a wallet. You need your ID if you're over 21 and you want to be buying some alcohol. You need your park pass if you don't get a Magic Band. Your room key for your hotel or something. Keep a wallet. Absolutely. And of course, what are wallets for? Money and your credit cards. You never know when you're going to run into a awesome, rare character. Always have on you, if you collect these, your autograph book. I always carried my autograph book when I lived there at places that I've been to 1,000 times on my days off while I was living there. I would be walking and out of nowhere, there would be a lineup for a character that I had never seen before. This happened to me so many times. I met Pocahontas, Brer Fox, Brer Bear, random characters that you don't often see. If you get the autographs, definitely make sure you always have this on you. Another collectible thing that I bring with me, if you do the pin trading with Disney, make sure you either are wearing your pin lanyard to wear and display your pins proudly, or what I like to do, I will keep my trader pins in a little satchel or something and put them in my bag. I do plan on doing a whole video in regards to pin trading, so I'm not going to get into that right now, but obviously it's what it sounds like. It's pin trading. So you trade your pins with cast members. So if you do the pin trading, that's another thing too. Don't forget to bring. Disney World is in Florida. Disneyland is in California. If you are going to either of those places, make sure you're checking the weather when you go. Because for me, I definitely made the mistake thinking, oh, California, it's gonna be hot. And we went in February and it was cold and rainy. The longest type of pants I had were capris. I had one sweater because I wore one sweater on the plane and I had to wear that sweater every single day because it was cold and then it got stinky. So make sure you're checking the weather before you go. Don't just assume that it's going to be nice and sunny and hot the entire time you're there, because happened to me along the same lines as that. It is still hot. It is still very humid, so please prepare yourself. I don't have anything to kind of show about that. This is more of what to wear. Check the weather, see if you need to bring some sweaters or long pants or anything while you're there. If not, make sure you're bringing things to keep yourself cool. Always make sure you have a hat to wear. Make sure you have sunglasses with you. Definitely bring sunscreen. Not necessarily this one. This is just one I picked up because this is the kind I like because it smells like bananas. Definitely make sure you have a sunscreen on you. If you prefer the spray-on sunscreen, go for it. Another thing I would recommend that a friend recommended to me is take something like this and squeeze it into a small travel size container. Lather yourself up good before you head out to the parks, and then you don't want to carry this big giant thing around with you all day. So if you're feeling your shoulders are getting kind of burnt and tender, then you can just squeeze it out of your thing and quickly put it on and you're good to go. Along the same lines as like travel size little things, anything you want to bring, this isn't essential in any way, shape, or form, but for me, being a girl and I want to look like a princess when I go and meet all the princesses and stuff, I like to pack little toiletry size things. So I'll be standing in line and then I'll notice a hair's out of place, so I'll whip out a little hairspray and spray it down. Little things like that. Don't feel it's necessary to bring those types of things, but if you want to, go for it. At Disneyland, they have water rides. They have little kids' plays area where water is squirting out everywhere and all these such things. If you plan on going on the water rides and you are a person who doesn't like the feeling of being completely drenched, I would recommend packing a second shirt or something, because if you don't want to feel disgusting and wet, then quickly run to the bathroom, change, throw the wet shirt into a plastic bag and put it in your backpack or your purse or something. I have 2 things on my list here that if you're going to Disney World, definitely get these things prior to going. Do not get these things in the park. 1, a poncho. At the parks, ponchos are probably about $10 for a piece of plastic to keep you dry when it rains. And yes, you don't want to get wet. You want to stay nice and dry when it's pouring torrential downpour, which it will do in Florida. Like I said, check the weather before you go. I would highly, highly, highly recommend picking up a poncho from the dollar store, Walmart, a drugstore before going to Disney World or Disneyland. Even in Florida and California, at any random gift kind of souvenir shop, you can probably pick up a even Disney poncho there, but for way, way cheaper. A second thing I would definitely get and bring to the parks with you are water bottles and snacks. A bottle of water in Disney is probably about $2.50, if not more, where you can get an entire case of water for like $12. So if you have the option of driving somewhere while you're on vacation, another thing I recommend for snacks is peanut-free snacks. Make sure you are bringing and wearing comfortable shoes. You are going to be walking. You are going to be standing. Pack and wear comfortable shoes. For me, Toms are my most favorite comfortable shoes of life. Wear what you know you can walk in for an entire day. When I go to Disney World, we have every single day planned, and mostly all those days are at least, if not more, than 12-hour days. You will be walking. Your feet will be hurting. Prepare yourself. Another souvenir type thing that Disney has that, again, I will get into in another video is they have penny pressing. So if you plan on doing the penny pressing, make sure you have some nice shiny pennies ready to go. If you have a smartphone that I highly recommend downloading and bringing with you is the My Disney Experience app. There is Wi-Fi in all the parks, so you'll be able to access this. If you plan on getting reservations at any restaurants, this will have everything you have. So this literally has every single detail regarding checking in, restaurants, and probably soon fast passes for when me and my friend go to Disney World. So you can book your fast passes on here. It has your photo pass services on here. It shows you attractions. It shows you where you can meet characters, where all the characters are at that you want to meet. Dining, shows you wait times, even where restrooms are. This app is fantastic if you're a rookie or if you're a veteran of Disney. I highly recommend downloading this app. It's absolutely free. You can use it in the parks because there's free Wi-Fi throughout the parks. That is my what you should bring to the parks. Absolutely none of these are 100% essential. Overall, pack on your needs. If you need to bring lady feminine products, bring your lady feminine products. If you need to bring diabetes medication, but bring the hat. These are just things I think are kind of essential for everyone in general. Bring comfortable shoes, make sure you have a hat, some sunscreen. Like I said, lots of these weren't necessary. They were for me. Like I said, I like to bring some hairspray and some lipstick and stuff. Overall, if I had to give some full advice for the whole thing, pack light. I know that sounds crazy after I went over a whole bunch of things. In the end, you don't want to be lugging around a 20-pound backpack all day long. I want to give a thank you to my friends, Allie, Tori, and Leah for helping me think of ideas for this video. Thank you ladies so much. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope it helped if you're on your way to Disney and you don't know exactly what to do or what's the best way to start packing and what to bring to the parks. I hope this helped. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my what not to bring to the parks video. Thank you guys. I will talk to you later. Have a magical day. One last thing, don't forget a fancy pair of Disney ears or a tiara. Can't go wrong with these.